Let me begin this video by saying one thing. This took a while to figure out what to say and how to say it. As for what I'm going to discuss here, even this was something I really had trouble with. So, with that little note there, let's begin the discussion. To start with, I would like to apologize for the lack of content that I had promised to bring out this year, not only on YouTube, but on Twitch, with certain game streams and just streams in general, on DeviantArt, and even on things like on Twitter. I had a whole lot planned, and everything was going so well at the start of the year, but it's been commonly stated from other people as well, not just me, that things just aren't going out as planned, as it should. This year's been pretty wild. One of the reasons is the fact that I had to move from where I was in Colorado and come back to Florida. I don't want to say much about this, why I did it, any of that, but it was on the lines of things not going as planned. But even over there, stuff I had planned out, it didn't go well at all due to the events which had put things to a stop. Given that I had to move, I also had to transfer to another store with the job I currently have, which, I'm going to be honest, it wasn't a good process. It was not easy. It wasn't stress-free either. I mean, anything involving work isn't stress-free. It took a few weeks to even get it going, and it, as I said, it really did stress me out throughout that entire process. That and the fact that I also forgot to pack my power cord for the computer I had at the time when I moved, that's also another thing that kind of caused a lot of things not to go out as planned when I moved here, but let's not get to that. The next reason is a very obvious one. A lot of people have been saying it. A lot of websites. You know what I'm going to say, the pandemic. Now, I myself have not been affected by COVID-19. I can say that. I'm completely fine. I've been safe, social distancing, having a mask on, stuff like that. I've been doing that. I haven't suffered, but the fact that the overall atmosphere, not being able to go anywhere other than places near me or my job, I mean, seriously, there's a lot of places I want to go to, even the friends I have here. I can't go anywhere. And having a tougher time with each shift of the job I have, it's really degrading on my mind. I'm not sure when this is going to calm down. I mean, you check news and everything else, it looks like it's only getting worse from here. So as it stands, this is going to be an ongoing issue that I'll be facing, and hopefully it's something I can actually quell the stress from. I'll figure it out as the days go by. And the final reasons, and yes, I did say reasons because there's more, for the lack of content this year are more of a result of the ones I've stated before, and will also blend in with one another too. First thing being a lack of urge to do anything. Now, let me actually explain this with a scenario. Imagine having all these ideas you wish to do, and even another one that you just came up with right away. Now, imagine wanting to execute those, but just as you sit down on your chair, you lose the desire to do it. Or anything in that matter. This has been something that's been plaguing me for even before this year, as far as 2018. Maybe due to the atmosphere around me, which I highly doubt it because it was nothing but positive over there. Maybe it's because of an overload of ideas. I'm not sure where to start. So, it could be the latter of the choices. Could be the fact that I just had too many ideas. Next thing would be a burnout, basically. I'm not exactly sure if this could be a reason, but I'm going to list it off anyways. Why do I say this? Because I've had a strange feeling of stopping something I'm working on, or even putting it off day after day. Eventually I do get it done, but I feel that the quality is not as good as I want it to be. Heck, I don't even do it for fun anymore. I've mostly done it to entertain an audience, which made me question if I should continue. Though I will continue everything, I just needed a break from it all. And lastly, the biggest reason, which you can consider an extension to the last one I just mentioned, which is basically this. Every time I get a new idea, whether it be a story or maybe a video I want to do, or even a new game, I have to make something with it, something more, not just a one-off thing or just something for myself. It has to be something big, like a video series, a story, even a stream when it comes to a game. I then never get to do it. I never get to do it because it comes into mind, and given the lack of an urge, it just doesn't happen. And I just forget about it and just never do anything of it ever again. I can't even begin to list off how many of those I had. Even before this year. Dozens of things I wanted to do, dozens of video series, like, say for instance, like there was a Minecraft series I wanted to do, or things where I reviewed the games I have on Steam, or even streams of games like, Animal Crossing New Horizons, which I have the game right there, still haven't played it. Wait. It's digital. My bad. It's a digital copy, so I can't really point at the library I have right there with my Switch games. Maybe continuations like the Mario 64 randomizer, which I never got all the 120 stars. Or even like silly ones like, Sonic Forces, which I still haven't played Sonic Forces. Like seriously, I've gotten the game ever since I got my Switch and I haven't played it. That's weird. Or like some other ones where I just play laughably bad games and just, we just all have a laugh about it. Fortunately, these are not going to stop me. As, like I've said before, I've taken a break and was going slow with things for the past few weeks. This week, however, is going to spark the beginning of trying to start what I had planned. The first few things will be small. Baby steps with everything you start. Such as a little video series, which I had the idea of that I've actually been doing a little thing on Twitter. It was primarily as a joke, but I thought, how about we make it into something? And I think that would be a good way to start off getting back into the groove of things. And another thing will be similar to what I have right here, but it'll be once a week, and I'll basically reflect upon what's happened each week and plans for the next week. Just, try to log as much as I can, just to get things off my chest and, move on. As for streaming, that'll continue as normal within the next few days. Though it'll probably be, as like this, maybe smaller streams. I've been playing games like Final Fantasy XIV and such. I'll just probably do those in a little, casual atmosphere. Or even, planned streams for certain games I need to continue. Though, some of which I'll just put off completely. Like certain series that I haven't even gotten to for the past, few months, maybe even a year. But as for streaming new games, I'll try to play them on my own at the same time as streaming them. Like, multiple save files do exist in most games that come out, so I'll take advantage of that as much as I can. Like, I don't know why this didn't come to mind to begin with, but I'm going to start doing that now. That actually wraps up everything I needed to do in this video to discuss. I really hope that after getting this off my chest, things will only go up from here. Thank you all for sticking around to hear me out, and for bearing with the lack of content I was dishing out. And I'll see all of you whenever you check out my content. Be good, everybody. See you all later.